guess I ought to head down to Lawman Flat. See the folks a day or two.
Something I've been meaning to tell you, bud. Most likely won't be back until November. Gotta send the stock after the winter feeding.
November? When the hell ever happened to August?
Well,
Christ, Ennis! You know, you could have said a fucking word about this a week ago. But why is it wrong, huh? It's freaking cold. You know, we ought to go someplace warm. We ought to head to Mexico.
Mexico? Hell, Jack, you know me. Most traveling I've ever done is run a coffee pot trying to find town. Why don't you just line up on me, Jack? We can go hunting in November. Kill some nice elk. Go down to Don Williams Canyon. We had a good time that year, didn't we?
Time? There ain't never enough time. You know, friend, this is a goddamn bitch and unsatisfactory situation. You used to just come away easy, and now it's like seeing the Pope.
I gotta work, Jack. In the old days, I just quit the job. You forgot what it's like being broke all the time. You ever heard of child support? I can't get the time off. It's hard enough getting this time. So August, that's a trade-off. You got a better idea?
Yeah, I did once.
You did once? You been to Mexico, Jack Twist? Because I know what they got for boys like you down in Mexico.
Yeah, I've been to fucking Mexico. You got a problem with that?
I'm gonna tell you this one time, Jack fucking Twist. What I don't know, the things that I don't know, I'll get you killed if I get you knowing. I'm not kidding.
Well, you try this one, and I'm just gonna say it once. I tell you what, we could have had a good life, a fucking real good life. But you didn't want it, Ennis. So now all we got is Brokeback Mountain. Everything's built on that fucking oil, boy. So I hope you know that if you don't never know the rest. You can count the damn few times we've been together in the last 20 years. And you want to measure the short leash that you keep me on? And you ask about Mexico, you tell me you're going to kill me for something I don't never get? You don't know how bad it gets. I'm not like you, I can't get by on a few high-altitude fucks once or twice a year. You were too much for me, Ennis. Son of a horse and bitch. I wish you knew that I didn't know how to quit you.
Then why don't you then? Just let me be. It's because of you that I'm like this. Nothing. Nowhere. Don't get the fuck off.
It's all right, Ennis. Oh, damn you, it's all right.
I can't do this anymore, Jack.
Okay. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, and I think that one, like it was a technical thing happened with just one word that threw me off when I didn't hit the accent.
What was it? What was it?
It was in the we can hunt in November. It was in there somewhere.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I like that. I thought that was fine. Wait, yeah, that was fine. I like that. I like what you did quite a bit. In fact, there was only one note. When you asked him, something about being broke all the time and child support. What were your actions there?
I wrote in here that I felt resentment.
You felt okay. So what's your action?
You don't know what reality's like anymore because now he has money.
Okay, so now you want him to hear you.
Yes.
Okay, so let's commit a little bit more to that. But you know what, Charlie? Other than that, I don't have any notes for you. That was great.
Thank you.
That was really, really nice. Nice. Yeah, and your vulnerability was beautiful. And this is really cool. Look at all the writing he has on his page. Is that, the people who have the most writing on their scripts have the best first words,
Yeah.
So good job.
Thank you.
Why'd that go so well?
I think I put more into it because I was so nervous about it.
Yeah, and I give this scene because it is, if you're not a gay man and you play a man in love with another man, boy, you have to do your homework, in terms of your substitutions and just everything. I don't think anything can be left to chance.
Yeah.
It really, sometimes you guys can fake it and get away with stuff, but in a scene like this, I think you really have to do your homework or it just doesn't have any chance of working at all. So kudos to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And I wanted to tell you the thing with the rope or with the string, that was fabulous.
Yeah.
Did you all see that? He just had that one thing and it carried you through most of the scene. So that was great. Very nice. Okay, Spencer.
Yes, ma'am.
I do have some notes for you.
I figured as much.
Yeah, so where'd you feel and where'd you feel off?
I didn't feel particularly on or off, like any place. Like it was just sort of in the middle.
Yeah. When you told him I've been to Mexico, I like that. When you were, you said something about a few high altitude fucks per year too much. That was wonderful. I like that. But the rest of the time, I didn't feel like you had a substitution for Charlie, and there was an awful lot of just yelling at him. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why is that?
I thought that's what the scene warranted.
Well, how'd you break it down?
Well, of course, it was a love scene, and see, I used we had that scene that Shane and I did with Philadelphia.
Oh, that's right.
Used
Yeah.
Dad as a substitution,
Okay.
but I think it applied more because that was more of to keep you alive.
Right.
Than this is more sexual love.
Yeah.
And I thought that just using that same substitution in I don't know how to describe
Okay,
it.
because that worked very well in Philadelphia. But I didn't feel, what was missing for me was this guy's incredible vulnerability, and how much he loves this guy. Okay, so yeah, emotions are interesting in that they're not just one thing or another. It's not like you're angry or you're sad or they just sort of get balled up together, and we have to kind of, as actors, go through and figure out what the primary emotion is. What are you going to use? How are you going to get there? And so, so what do you think his primary emotion is?
I thought it was anger.
Let's make it sadness. Let's make it he's really, really sad. And also, do you feel, I think that, this is a couple, they've been together how long?
Off and on for 20 years. They only get to, I guess, see each other once or twice.
Yeah, so do you feel that maybe he's feeling insecure and not loved?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to see that. It isn't, he needs to be reassured and reaffirmed that this guy is still in love with him. And I didn't see that. I think you did. It felt like a preconceived idea that I need to be angry, I need to just yell. But we need to really snap into the deeper truth in this scene. which is how much you love him and how, you know, excruciating it is, you know, to know that you're not going to see him again for I don't know how many months. You know, so when you ask him, you know, what happened, I really commit to getting an answer from him. You may need a different substitution. Yeah. I wrote who is he pretty early in the scene. I think that you need to taunt him a little bit with warm Mexico. You know, I think you do that. That's almost a jab. Get him to talk about it. Make him jealous with it. All right? And when you talk about there's never enough time, you know, if unsatisfactory, find out if he feels the same way. You need to know if you're on the same page. Okay. What did you say? Try this one? Is that the line? Oh, what's that about? Oh, okay. What's your action on that?
Does it challenge him?
Okay. Commit to it. Yeah, it also had the feeling of you just talking at him throughout most of the scene. Okay. We need to connect with him a little bit more, talk to him, get some answers. You need answers. Okay, I think that you allowed the anger to just run the scene. Okay. All right. Tell you what, a good life, a real good life, I had all of that. I think you need to get him to agree with you. I think you need to find out if there's a chance that maybe you still can have a good life. You know? Okay. Yeah, and then the hug at the end was really nice. I like that. Okay. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Any questions? All right.
I don't think so.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the second one. It's gonna be fabulous. I just know it.
See the folks a day or two?
Something I've been meaning to tell you, bud. Most likely November before I can come up here again. After we ship stock and before winter feeding begins.
November? What the hell ever happened to August?
Well,
Dennis, you knew you had a fucking week to say another word about this, right? Why is it wrong, huh? It's freaking cold. You know, we ought to go somewhere south where it's warm. We ought to go to Mexico.
Mexico. Hell, Jack, you know me. The only traveling I ever done is run a coffee pot looking for the handle. Come on, Jack. Take it easy on me. We can hunt in November. Travel down to Don Luis Canyon. We had a good time that year, didn't we?
There ain't never enough time. Never enough. You know, friend, this is a goddamn bitch and unsatisfactory situation right here. You used to come away so easy, and now it's like seeing the Pope.
I gotta work, Jack. You forget what it's like being broke all the time. You ever hear of child support? Be in the early days, I just quit the job, but I just can't anymore. I can't get the time off in August as a trade-off. So, you got a better idea?
I did once.
You did once? You been to Mexico, Jack Twist? Because I hear what they got in Mexico for boys like you.
Yeah, I've been to Mexico. Is that a fucking problem?
I'm gonna tell you this one time, Jack fucking Twist. What I don't know, things that I don't know, I'll get you killed if I get to know them. I'm not joking.
Well, you try this one, and I'm just gonna say it once.
Go ahead.
Tell you what. We could have had a good life together. Fucking real good life. Had a place of our own. But you didn't want it, Ennis. No, you didn't want it, so all we got now is Brokeback Mountain. Fucking everything is built on that. No, I hope you know that if you don't never know the rest. You can count the damn few times that we've been together in the last 20 years. And you measure the short leash you keep me on? And then you ask me about Mexico and tell me you ain't gonna kill me for something I don't hardly ever get? You don't know how hard it is. You know, I'm not like you. I can't get by in a few high-altitude fucks once or twice a year. You're just too much for me, Inez. God damn it. I wish I knew how to quit you.
Why don't you then? Just let me be. It's because of you that I'm like this. Nothing, nowhere.
It's all right, Inez. Damn you, it's all right.
I just can't stand this anymore, Jack.
See?
Wow.